everyone, good day and welcome to Harmless TV. Yes, my lovely people, for our video today, we want to talk of how we can achieve the freedom of the Biafran people. Yes, we won't discuss and well. I want to give you my own opinion on how we fit get this freedom for Biafran people, on how we go fit still get freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So for this video today, I want you to really pay attention and then make you still know why me when be harmless, why are the voice and why are they support IPOB, why are they support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the video when I go play for one, it will make you to understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really wants. His aim, his ambition before he come out to defend Christians, not even only for Biafran people. So that is what touched me. That's the thing, just it touched me for my mind, for my body, to say yes, person will really stand, come out to still voice for the Christians when they kill, when all these Muslim people they kill here and there because they don't want to become Muslims. I say yes, person will be say if you come out to come voice for these people, really I support. So being Biafra or not Biafra, I might be Biafra, I might not be Biafran, but that is not the case. So for those of you that are not Biafran, that are thinking that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for only Biafrans, I want you to understand in this video today that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for only the Biafran people. And secondly, we have an information that his passport is still in Kenya. His United Kingdom passport, his UK passport, he is still in Kenya because they said the day when they catch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya, went to Kenya authority hold up. He know they with him passport, in UK passport, that for inside pocket that very moment, because him live in passport for in place where in the for in house. So he just dead and say he want to take a walk before the Kenya authorities come hold up. You understand? So the passport still remain for inside Kenya. So before we go down to inside the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue, I want to make una just listen to this information when it be say it still they come. They enter for our ear. They let us they know say the people when bandits kidnap for Kaduna school, for Bethel Baptist school for Kaduna, they say those people 121 people still there for the custody of all those bandits because the police rescue some of them, because now 140 people now they be kidnapped before, but police will rescue about 19 people. So the left 121 people stay there with bandits. Now bandits don't they call, they tell the Nigerian government, the parents of the children and the school authorities, anybody when involved, say make them now come give them food stuff so that they go use and take feed those people where they kidnap. If not, say they go stab them with hunger. So I can't imagine which kind of country can be this one. Be say even bandits don't they get awards, because for bandits now to kidnap people since how many days when we say they kidnap these children, their family, their parents, their hope now just for prayer, because they just they pray since that day. But the government are not doing enough to rescue those children and to save their lives. Now the bandits have the altercation, they have the mind, that is the authority, they have the zeal to come out to come say make the parents or the government or anybody involved to still come they contribute food, come they give them. Say if not, they go stab them with hunger. I not just understand whether security at all, nothing like security for that country. If they won't give them the food, who won't carry and where they won't keep the food, who people won't come pick up later. So meaning they know where all these bandit people there. So we go find out now whether really they know where they dey, because according to some information, some of them when it be said they don't still gather the food stuff, that they talk say they make call with the bandits, and the bandits they let them know say see where they won't drop those things. Why we can't be said those people won't go drop and they say they know where they dey. So the matter you get as it be. So I would like make I just read some few comments for inside the matter so that you now go understand how the thing they go. He said the parents and management of the Bethel Baptist High School, Maraba Rido, Kaduna State, have raised money to buy foodstuff being demanded by abductors of the 121 students of the school. A father of one of the adoptees who spoke to one of our correspondents in condition of anonymity on Thursday said the school asked parents to pay any amount they could afford. No, there is no security in that country. That country have have no, have turned to something else. Have turned to something else. It is the parents that have to still contribute. What if your parents don't have money? How would, oh gosh. He said, according to him, there was panic among the parents when they heard that the bandits threatened to starve their students, if the items were not provided. Which items were the ones? So this came to the fore on Thursday as we learned that the bandits contacted the school management on Wednesday evening and specified the quantity of foodstuff they wanted. An official who confided in one of our correspondents said the bandits said the parents must supply 30 bags of rice, that is 10 bags of foreign rice and 20 bags of local rice, 20 bags of beans, 10 keg of oil, I think about 20 a bit 10 packet of Maggi again. Oh God of mercy, this is too much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. He said that on Tuesday reported that the bandits contacted the school management and demanded food to feed the adoptees. The vice principal of the school, Wakili Madugu, during an interview on the Nigeria Info Abuja 9.1 FM on Thursday, which was monitored by the Punch News, confirmed the quantity of food the bandits were demanded. Madugu said the government rejected 9 bags of rice as well as other food items offered by the school. Even they first of all give the 9 bags of rice, but the bandits rejected it. He further stated that the bandits said authorities has blocked their access to food and therefore demanded that the school and the parents make food items available. The vice principal stated they said we should bring 10 bags of imported rice, 20 bags of local rice, 20 bags of beans, and 10 bags of 10 cartons of Maggi, and 10 keg of oil, as well as 2 bags of salt. These were the items they demanded. This matter, it just make me dey laugh. Madugu, however, said the school did not have all the items demanded because it has exhausted almost all their foodstuff ahead of the school closure this week. But the father of one of the adoptee students said the school had appealed to parents to donate money that would be used to buy foodstuff. The man stated the school has asked us to donate any amount we can afford. It is not compulsory, but many parents are eager to pay because the bandits threaten to starve their children. There are fears among parents when they heard that the hoodlums threaten to starve their students. On Thursday evening, a source in the school said the foodstuff had been sold and that the telephone call from the bandits was being awaited. The source stated, we are waiting for their bandits call now to know where they want us to deliver the foodstuff to them. We management have bought the rice and other foodstuff food items. We are waiting for the call from the bandits for directions for where we will meet. We have been waiting for their call since morning. We have bought all the foodstuffs and all is set. The school didn't make it mandatory for parents to pay, but some of the volunteers to give, some of them volunteers to give the purchase of the foodstuff. So I think when I say the matter, my people, that's so the Nigerian government, the Nigerian authorities, that's what they do. See how many children now when they kidnap since how many days, nobody feel apprehend them. That they ask them for food now. Now every place they won't go deposit those food. Every place they won't go keep those food. How many sure they not feel even go arrest them now? To find out, say, may we go wait for them for where they want for carry this food. You see, say these people they work hand to hand, but they feel contribute how much, how many billions of naira? Because according to Sin, they say that there's now $1 billion now Kenya collects before they give Hamas Nnamdi Kanu over to Nigerian government. So you see how all these Hausa people they do, they fit contribute more money for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to capture her, but they don't fit contribute money to solve the problem of bandits and kidnappers and the Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen when they for the country. So you see the injustice the way when they go. It's there for you people to know the truth and to support the truth. Now let's go down to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue, because the brother when be kissed, they don't still come out again. They let us know say when they catch Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya, he not there with the UK passport because he live am for inside in house where in they stay for Kenya before the whole land. He just say make your waka come out, go stroll. And so Kenya authority take capture her. So make I try read and come out for now. Say Kingsley Kanu noted that he spoke with his brother in Kenya shortly before his arrest, and he was well in Nairobi. He said Kingsley say in talk with Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya, say Nnamdi Kanu dey for Nairobi, and in dey okay for Nairobi that time before they catch him. And in the letter they know say in the letters they know say he talk with him small time before they catch Nnamdi Kanu. So Kingsley Kanu said that Kanu associates told him that his brother only went out and did take along his document because he wasn't planning on going anywhere. The associate of Kanu, people were there with Kanu for inside Kenya, they say Mr. Nnamdi Kanu say he just waka comot, just go outside, goes through. He not take any document with him because he know if you say maybe he won't travel or he won't go anywhere that is far from Kenya. So he just made it come out before the capture right. So he said I spoke to him on the phone. He was well in Nairobi. His associate said he went out, he didn't take his document with him, so he wasn't planning on going anywhere. Then all of a sudden, we see him parade in handcuffs in Abuja. It is an extraordinary rendition aided by Kenyan authorities. Kingsley Kanu was quoted by UK Wardia. He said, as he commands, make it go through. Now, before you know anything, they don't see him for inside Nigeria with handcuffs. Say the waiting they do, maybe waiting they're supposed to do because na kidnapping case na be that matter so. Say Kanu was arrested in June and extradited to Nigeria to face trials for alleged treason after he had jumped bail since 2017. All these ones when they talk na their own matter. Wetin me I carry come today be say before I go play this video for una about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, una go still understand am well. His words, wetin in dey talk, wetin he mean, wetin carry am come, wetin make I come dey voice out. Una go hear the matter well well. But me, I want to give now my own opinion, because if you look around of this agitation of 18, many that is some of the Biafran people they not support, especially those in power. So it is very, very bad to see that those in power are not supporting the poor Biafrans that are fighting, agitating for their freedom because of the insecurity and injustice when they for inside Nigeria country. Now, I want make I let you know say even for some of all these top people, when it be said that even they involved of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, for example the DSS, their oga patapata I believe na Igbo person. So I don't know why all these people still stand with Nigerians, Nigeria government, why they no one still hear their people voice. And anyway, we don't even understand say when the southern people go ask for presidency of 2023 for Lagos, when they send the message go give Buhari, the northern people say they not trust them, they don't carry the another news come and say they not trust them, they not fit give them presidency. So you all can see that this agitation is really right, because if you look at talking of the side of power is not in your hands, and secondly, the Muslim terrorists are killing a lot of Christians, whereby you cannot defend yourself because power are still in the hands of all these Muslim Fulani people that are torturing the country and that are maltreating everybody in the country. So wetin me I be want be say I want make una when be the IPOB, especially this time now when it be say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they see there for their hand. I want make una come together, make una fit call all these people when be say dem dey on top. For example, the governors, the police, the senators, whatsoever, anybody, the king, the chiefs, all these people na know say that they talk when they say their hand, they are not support IPOB. Make una reason together, make una call some secret meeting to talk together, because all of you are Biafrans. This matter, so as you dey touch una, na so you go still dey touch them, no matter what. And I no want the like where you can't be safe, because we know wetin make IPOB, ESN, the security network, and all those unknown government come dey bomb, dey scatter these police people, dey kill police people, because first of all, na the police people first start, dey kill them for where they do their meeting. But we no go let all those rubbish continue, because if you still look around, many Biafran men and women are still dying. They are going down. They are being killed either still by this Boko Haram and the Hausa Fulani people, or by the same Biafran people. And that we will not allow it and continue allowing it to happen. So I would like you all to please call a meeting, a secret meeting, being you a Biafran, even though you support IPOB or not, even though you support the Nigerian government or not. Just call a meeting and reason together. Know that you all are fighting together. Because before the Southern and the Southeast governors to come out to say that they need presidency, meaning that the country, there is no good president, there is no insecurity in that country. The country is not moving forward, because that means say wetin people see they talk say that they maltreat them, that they intimidate them, which means not true, that they cheat them, which means they're not true. Because if to say the country good, say Buhari when be say no they support, they move forward. I don't believe so now come and say make they give una president for una side, because una never ruled since. So if they get the zeal, the mind to come out, which means say even with the IPOB, all of una still dey the same lane. So you people have to come together and do meeting together, make una talk together the way forward, not by killing each other, not by bombing the police station, or for you the police to be looking for IPOB to kill. Because if you look around now, you will see that even the ISWAP and the Boko Haram, they have come together and they have told you that they will conquer the whole Nigeria and make all to be Muslim Islamic states. And as we are talking right now, we don't still hear information say for Borno state, they don't even carry another state come out for Borno, whereby the Boko Haram chief have been at the organ for ISWAP, have been at Boko Haram. Now he can be the governor of that new state, and all these are happening under Buhari nose. Still, you not do anything. If you can imagine now, if to see at the southeast or at the southwest, now they for create a presidency come out, how person go just come take thinker? How will they do it? How will they talk? So for me, I believe say if all of you can come together, you can agree together, you can make a meeting together, at least all these killings and all these bombing of police stations will stop small. Make una see they agree together, because this thing now, it can't be like say it don't overpower all of una. Even though say you decide Nigerian government are not giving you any trust. They don't talk and say they don't trust any of you. They think say maybe na 419 they play them. So what is the need for you to continue with them? Because if to say all you governors, all you people in business are there on top, no support this Biafran agitation, all of una, therefore don't give una state 30. Because many northern people don't still cry come on, they let una know say the country is too big for Muhammadu Buhari alone. Nigeria is too big. So make the job kukuma share, and so that the rest people go feel secure and take care of themselves. And when they hear when they even consider they let una, they know say the insecurity when they for the country, say one person no go feel controller. So I don't know the reason why all of una not fit come together so that una go achieve this thing. Because even the northern people still stand up to tell una say yes, they want to make una go. If una freedom or need, make they still give una. Oduduwa too, when be southwest, all of them don't still come out for their own way. They don't still come out, they let the people say I've been a south side. They don't still come out, they let the people say them too want to take their own nation. So why all of una not support yourself at once? Just split yourself, go on a different ways. Because if you people went there on top, una not for support, now even they carry police, they come for the town, they kill the ones when we say they won't defend on our life. It's very, very bad. It go cause much problem. And we don't want to make it be say many Biafran people go see they die for this matter. Because now their life they won't save, they don't want die. So I want to make all this death of 18, all this killing of 18, all this bombing of 18 of a police station and kidnapping, so on and so forth. Make it just stop, because it's too much. I believe if all of una fit come together, if all of una fit talk together, I believe say the agreement go dey. Una go fit get something tangible come out. How una go take support una sef? How una go take support una sef to defend that una land? You understand? Because it don't reach time when it be say una go give back to the Nigerian government, because they no get wetin they wan do with una again now this time. Only to they just they oppress una, they oppress una. Apart from that, I not believe say they get anything good, because for them to come out now tell una when be the South say why they not go fit give let president to run for that area because they not trust them. So why are you still voting for them? Why are you still following them? Why? Why are you still initiating yourself to them? After all, even the side of presidency itself, they don't tell you say they won't conquer your land, they won't take over, they won't force you into the religion where you are not born into, and what you don't understand. And it's not good. If you want to win souls for God, be Muslim or Christian or whatsoever, I don't believe it's by killing somebody or forcing somebody into Islamic state, Islamic doctrine or whatsoever. I think it's by teaching, it's by talking, it's by practice, it's by showing people what they need to learn. It is within their aim or within their belief to even know that this thing that you are teaching me is good, or let me follow you, or let me practice it and see what will come out of it, or I believe in it. It is by their own aims to claim that, not for you to come and force them to believe and to accept it by force. That is not doctrine. You are not teaching them, you are forcing them. And it's not good. And I don't think that God in heaven sent anybody on this earth to come and fight for him, to come and force people or to come and kill people, because if they want to go to the kingdom of God, is it by force? Why is there hellfire again? God did not force you. If you want to go to heaven, it's left by you. If you want to go to hellfire, it's left by you. But he will teach you, show you the way, the truth and the life. It is left for you to choose the way, the truth, and the life. Not that he will force you to become Christian by force, or he will force you to be praying, or he will force you to be fasting, or he will force you to do anything. It's not meant in that way. It's not meant. This means that even some of you people that are even from Muslim areas, many of you are in bondage, because they are keeping you in bondage. If everything you do in your life is by force, they have to force you to do everything without your own willings. That is called bondage and slavery. It's not good. So for them to come out and say that they want to conquer the whole state to become Islamic state in Nigeria is very bad. And if they can have the chance to conquer Nigeria, they will conquer the whole country in Africa, and nobody can do anything about it. Because being the Nigeria the biggest and some of the richest country in Africa, not being able to fight against this Islamic state, meaning that no any other country can do it there over in Africa. And if they can stabilize themselves, if they can even build themselves in Nigeria, it is finished, because Nigeria is more than how many millions of people. If they can occupy there, they will scatter around in the whole areas of the country and the whole areas of the continent, and they will continue doing the same thing to conquer the whole state. So you all have to rise up, because this is not about only the Christians in Nigeria or the Biafran people. And why this is affecting mostly the Biafrans is that many, even the Christians that are living in the northern part of the country, many of them are from the Biafran side, because you can find the Christians from let me say 90-95% of the Christians in Nigeria from the southeast and the south. If not, the rest ones in the Yoruba land, you find half of them are Muslims and half of them are Christians. But in Igbo land, in Biafra land, you will find that maybe only 5% are Muslims, while 95% are Christians. That is why the Christians that they are killing in that country, Biafran people are the most numbered people among them. So you see, that is why the Biafran people need to split from this evil country and they secure and defend their land. If they can defend their border, if they can have their own security, their own soldiers, their own military, their own police, their own air force or whatsoever, they can fight against these Islamic terrorists. But now that power is not in their hands, they cannot do nothing. So that is the case. Now we leave you all to listen to the words of this Nnamdi Kanu. Just listen for these few words inside this particular video. You will find out and you will know why I am voicing, why I am supporting IPOB. And I will keep on to support them, because why? Nnamdi Kanu is not just for the IPOB, it's fighting for all Christians. and everybody around the world, even being for the fighting for some of the Muslims too, because this that are affecting all these Christians. The Muslim people are still, they are still killing some Muslims. Some Muslims that say what you are doing is not good, they did not support what you are doing. These Boko Haram terrorists, these Islamic terrorists are still killing them. So Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the both sides, and you all have to support him. Please, I want the media all around the world to stand up and speak this matter, especially the African medias, the YouTubers, the Facebookers. Please, you all have to come out and speak for Nnamdi Kanu. Speak for the Christians, speak for the life, and speak against the killings of the Christians in our continent, Africa. So my lovely viewers, I will leave you to watch this video and learn something from it. And please, make sure you change your behavior and your thinking if you didn't support Nnamdi Kanu before. And know the reason why he stand up to defend you. Thank you all for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Harmless TV, and follow me on my Facebook page, Joyce Dan. Please watch the video.
Means complete and absolute independence.
Has to have, yeah.
We must be independent. Yeah. And again, God creates countries and nations, and not man. There are many ways that nations can emerge. It is always an organic process. We understand that. We respect that. What most commentators don't appreciate about Africa, and which most Africans are a bit slightly uncomfortable with, is that somebody coming from Europe and without regard for your culture, your traditions, your way of life, saying you are now in one country and your name is Nigerian.
Right.
There is something unnatural about it.
Yes.
I said to the British government, if you had come, conquered my people, which is a natural human process, that is entirely natural.
Right.
If you had come, conquered our people, made us English, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But to come and hand over a children of God over to something completely alien, this same culture that we have in the north, which is an Islamic culture, tried to take us over many years ago, and they failed. You now came and completed the cycle for them. There is something evil about it.
Yeah, something inorganic about it.
Inorganic.
Yeah.
Very, very inorganic. And you cannot. We don't talk about economic development, because before you talk about economy, you talk about things like policies, both macro and micro, the rest of it. You are dealing with people who cannot differentiate between macro and micro.
No, absolutely.
That's
right.
a problem.
Yeah. Education is key for the world outside Biafra, and that's where this starts. The political has to start in the education.
That's correct.
When you speak to people in the UK, people in the US, is there an openness to independence for Biafra?
No, there isn't. It's what you get is very condescending, wishy-washy. These are black Africans. Really, what do they know? Sort of attitude. We know best than they do, and we try as much as possible to enlighten and educate the American and, by extension, the European audience to the fact that before you had freedom and liberty in any part of the world, in Biafra land we had freedom and liberty. Before you had political asylum in any other part of the world, where I come from, there was political asylum being granted to people. That is the meaning of Biafra anyway. Come and join if you believe in our value system. We had a series of both political, legal, and legislative structures that endured for thousands of years. These were unceremoniously swept away in the name of, I don't know, civilization or advancement.
Right.
Therefore, the British must be questioned, or the mentality or the psyche of Europeans and, by extension, Americans must be put to the test to explain, to rationalize why the emergence of states in Africa cannot be allowed to adopt the same organic route by which every other civilized nation emerged. Why is that impossible? That's what I ask Americans and Europeans.
And their answers are not good. There are no answers.
Yeah. They don't have any answers to it. All they say is that, oh, why didn't you just get on with it? I want the same thing that you have in America. I want liberty. I want freedom. I want all the rest of it. That is what makes you a human being, or as an animal. And being forced to live in cages in Africa, or being forced to live more or less like animals, is not a situation we are prepared to tolerate for very long.
No.
Yeah. Death is better.
Have there been armed clashes between Biafrans and Boko Haram? Has there been a defense of Biafrans?
No, not at all, because we are not allowed to defend ourselves. They can kill us. They can get arms flowing in from Lebanon, from Iran, from Saudi Arabia. There are jihadists coming from all over the place, coming in there. There was a plane load of arms that came in, was detained at the airport from Egypt. The Arab world, that is what drives me insane. The Arab world and the Islamic world are busy supporting Boko Haram in their stated aim of spreading Islam to Christians in Nigeria. The Christian world are not reciprocating. They are not coming to our rescue. I don't know how you can defend yourself against somebody who is armed with RPGs, armed with AK-47s. I don't know if you do that through prayer and fasting. I do not know.
Right.
That is the sort of condition we're faced with. In other words, as we speak right now, the process of Islamization is gathering momentum, and no one is doing anything.
Right. It's medieval. It's you will convert or you will die.
They crucified some people. Was it 2 days ago? I don't know. We've got the pictures on Facebook.
They actually
crucified some people.
They actually crucified.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. There's something ISIS is doing that they are doing that we're going to. You either convert or we kill you. And I don't know why the world expects us to deal with that. It's either there's something going on. It's either everyone else is a Muslim. That's how I say sometimes that everyone in the West is a Muslim. That's what I say, because you couldn't possibly keep quiet when such a thing is going on.
No,
it's terrible.
No,
terrible.
You're opening my eyes in ways I knew this was going to be eye-opening. I did not realize what is happening. Who is Boko Haram organically? Are they a government creation? Are they?
Boko Haram is, you need to understand the geopolitics of Nigeria to then start comprehending the concept or the ideology that drives the insanity that is Boko Haram. In the north, you have the areas you call the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. Mm-hmm. These are people who are predominantly, by ancient culture and tradition, Islamic. They are Hausa, Fulani people. In the west, coming down near Lagos, you have the Yoruba people, and in the east you have the Biafran people. Now, the Hausa Fulani people, we are told by the British that they have the right to rule in perpetuity Nigeria. The British in 1953 and 57 were involved in a massive fraud to rig the census results. In other words, they skewed the numbers to always favor the Hausa Fulani people that they may remain in power. And the reason for that is that the British is scared that Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are somehow human, that we can think properly. And we have the oil. The oil wells, the reserves, everything is where we come from.
In Biafra.
And the British couldn't retain or sustain their colonial presence in Africa because the USA asked them to leave. So what they now did is to take the control of the oil, hand it over to a group of people they think they can manipulate very easily. That's all. That's what has happened. And now they now believe that they have the right to rule. Unfortunately for them, President Goodluck Jonathan, the incumbent, emerged out of circumstances that could be described as somehow mysterious. He came up as the president, and now they don't like it. 3 people funded Boko Haram: the ex-president, head of state Buhari, another ex-head of state, Hausa Fulani Islamic person called Babangida, another vice presidential, vice president, Atiku Abubakar. They consciously went out to fund Boko Haram. Because Buhari said, after Jonathan won the 2011 elections, that I will make the country ungovernable. He said it openly. Oh. And they went ahead to do it by killing poor, defenseless Biafran Christians. Because they know that Christians around the world will not come to our rescue.
Yeah.
They also know that no other people will come to our rescue because they don't want us to emerge as a people. That's the problem.
Yeah. So the British don't want you to emerge as a people.
No.
Aha.
That's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Massive. But this time around, whether they like it or not, I'm sure the British didn't want the USA to emerge either.
No.
Whether they like it or not, we shall emerge.
Yeah.
Or everything else there will die.
It'll have to. I mean, It's one or the other at this point.
One thing has to happen. Either we have Biafra or we all die. There's no going back this time around. There'll be no exile, no running away. That is our land. We've lived there for thousands of years. That's where we were born. That's where we will die.
Yeah. Are you all willing to go back and be there?
At the drop of a heart, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
And obviously loved ones are there. And
they're there. My parents are there. My loved ones are there.
Yeah.
And it's a land we've been in for, as I said,
thousands of years. And a history and a rich culture and a vibrant way of life that has literally been
obliterated. Yeah. You go to the book of Leviticus. 80% of what you have in the book of Leviticus occurs where I come from. 80%. 80%.
The Levitical law.
Everything. It wasn't us. I strongly believe, this is my hypothesis. Of course I hold on to it very strongly. As soon as the British discovered in the late 18th century, because the same Hausa Fulani people in Zamfara told them, I think I have the map somewhere in London, that across that river lies what they believe to be part of the lost tribe of Israel. All hell broke loose. Yeah. There was then a very systematic and deliberate policy to obliterate our history. The British first said that the Igbos don't have any history. First of all, they removed the name Biafra, which was exactly the name they used to go into treaties with us. You see there clearly written, the chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. They then quietly took that away to now only take a component of that, one clan alone, which is Igbo. Because in Biafra you have the Idoma, you have the Igbo, you have the Bibio, you have the Efik, you have the Izon people, which they call Ijo, you have the Shekiri, you have the Robo, and some parts of Igala.
Wow.
These are the 7 people that make up, these are the 7 tribes that make up Biafra land. The British came, then isolated all the rest, those of our cousins around us, and focused their attention on us. But there's one good thing about it, is that in their amalgamation document that they produced in 1904 or thereabout, which I still have, they made reference, the very first time a European is referring to an African race as great. Yes, the man said the great Igbo race across the Niger. And that speaks volumes.
And the Niger's the river.
The river,
yes. And they, so Nigeria is taken from just drawing lines on the map from the river.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the name. I mean, the name is Nigeria, named after a river. Before that was the Royal Niger Company, which is a British company,
right,
which by royal charter was running the whole place. And then from there, incrementally, I have all the paperwork.
Yeah.
They signed. At no time did we give the British the consent to form a country called Nigeria. At no time in our history. I have all the paperwork. We gave them our land to trade.
Right.
That's all. But they went ahead and gradually decided to form a country. Despised us so much that they handed us over to Hausa Fulani Islamic Caliphate. And now they're killing us and nobody's coming to our rescue, which I think is very sad.
If we come to the rescue, how are we coming?
We need support from USA, from United States government, from the Christian community in the USA. And more importantly, also from the Jewish community in the USA. They did something, in fairness to them, in 1968, 69, 70. The Jewish Congress in the USA did something. They tried to lobby the US government and Congress to do something about Biafra. From these three groups, we expect a lot to come from them to pressure the Obama administration to support what we are doing, to make sure that Biafra comes to exist. Biafra is the only natural ally that USA will ever have in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
Natural. We are never going to bomb USA. Are we? We can come here to work for you. We're never going to kill you. That's number one.
Yeah.
We are very, very loyal, hardworking, and friendly people.